Hello everyone, vannero here. Today we have another Voicelines video and it's an update to the Halloween event because I finally found all the missing voicelines like Reinhardt or Mercy, my minions never dies line. Anyway, if you think I missed one of them or a lot of them, just let me know in the comment please. I really appreciate that. Also, they're not in order, so yeah, just sorry, but bear with it. Thanks. Enjoy the video and see you in the next one.
A wandering gunslinger seeking adventure. An aimless soldier, veteran of countless battles. The battle turned against the castle's defenders, as one of the heroes fell. The ground shook as Dr. Junkenstein's creation was revealed.
The Reaper comes for your souls.
I'm alive. Our tale begins in Adlersbrunn, where the lord of the castle has called for heroes to come to his aid and defend him against the mad Dr. Junkenstein. Dr. Junkenstein had been slighted by the Lord of Adlersbrunn. Humiliated, he vowed to destroy the castle and kill all who had mocked him. Only 4 they were to defend the castle against Dr. Junkenstein and his minions. A reclusive alchemist, skilled in the healing arts. An archer from the east, trying to escape his past. The doors shuddered under the relentless assault.
Dr. Junkenstein is here!
Couldn't say no to the reward. Any last words? Now would be the time to say 'em. Get ready. Here they come. Time to earn our keep. Well, this'll make a great story. Someday. He's making us earn our pay. Just give me a second to catch my breath. Someone needs to put that monster down. Someone put a bullet in Junkenstein already. Someone smash that damn pumpkin head. Someone kill that witch. This alchemy's not so bad. Witches, monsters, and dragons. What have I gotten myself into? Old man still got it. Pretty handy with that bow. Alchemist, huh? Could have fooled me. We got ourselves 4 sharpshooters here. Stay right there. Here they come. This castle's not gonna defend itself. You know what time it is. Shock tire incoming. Watch out for the Reaper. The witch is here. Looks like the good doctor's joining the party. Oh, we got ourselves a regular Ichabod Crane here. That's one big hog. It'll take more than that. I had the strangest dream about this place. There was a witch and a monster and... Crazy, right? This is one stone-faced group we got here. Y'all ever try smiling? Think any of these taps still work? I'm feeling an almighty thirst. Hope I don't need my silver bullets. That's one big heifer. That's the devil's work. There's no end to these monsters. So, where are you from? Back home? Didn't expect to find another American so far from home. You fighting the war? You seem awful familiar. You sure we haven't met before? You don't seem like someone who'd put his faith in alchemy. You think this lord's good for the money? Castle looks like it's seen better days. You're not bad with a bow, but don't you think it's a little old-fashioned? What's home like for you, Archer? I can tell you and the soldier have some history together. Not sure how I feel about all this alchemy nonsense. Seems like hocus-pocus to me. It seems so. That or the afterlife's a big disappointment. You have your cause. I'm just looking for a good fight. All due respect, witchcraft and magic potions are no match for a good six-shooter. You ask me, you pump something full of these chemicals, electricity, and whatnot. That's not a man, it's a monster. Hey, Archer, what say you pass that flask around so we can all have a drink? This is thirsty work. You ever heard of Robin Hood? Doesn't seem to be any end to the monsters. Something tells me the worst is yet to come. Ronin? I like the sound of that. Not a chance. Peculiar choice of headwear. I killed the witch, put a bullet through her heart, and the gunslinger followed. Sorry, Pumpkin. They're coming from the right. They're coming over the bridge. They're coming down the middle. They're coming over the ramparts. They're coming from the left. That door's coming down. Get on it. Door's just hanging on. We need to push them back. Just doing my part. It's high moon. It's time you met your maker. I'm trying to put it out of my mind.
What if I gave you the chance to undo the choices you've made? What would you give me were I to heal your arm, gunslinger? I could restore your sight. My price would only be a very small thing. You believe your brother is dead, Archer, but he lives. I used to believe that witches lived in these woods. Ridiculous, isn't it?
They're getting through. Take care of them.
Come here and I will heal you.
A dark power calls you forth.
Come here for healing. Dr. Junkenstein, remember the price agreed upon.
Hold the door.
Don't stop now. You've got this. Your support has arrived. You needed a doctor? Let me get you patched up.
Keep him off that door.
I'm on fire. But this witch doesn't burn. That poor lost soul. I am the chooser of the slain.
The door's under attack.
I'm never going to catch up on all my shows. I love this. So festive.
Nothing can stop me. Everyone, stay out of my way.
They're doing a lot of damage. It's not looking good.
Scary.
Door's still holding for now.
Cannonball!
Door's taking a lot of damage.
Splashdown!
They're about to break through.
I got a rock. Of Gibraltar. I'm feeling unstoppable. Feeling powerful, and I'm not even angry. Feeling powerful.
Just a little bit longer. Luck of the draw. Just wasn't in the cards for you. Not time to fold 'em yet. Might be on tilt. Might be I don't care. The weed of crime bore some crazy fruit. I know the evil that lurks in the hearts of men. McCree always knows. I saved your life. It belongs to me now.
Starting over from the beginning. Ah, the wonders of modern medicine. Go, my servant. Destroy them. I must go where I'm needed.
Those enchanted can never die. My servants never die.
Superstition. You should be at peak performance levels. Well done. Genji, I was too late. Mercy has been summoned. Casting a spell on you. My damage spell is upon you. I have empowered you. Did someone call for a witch? My healing spell is upon you. My spell is still upon you. Your health is restored.
I'm on fire. Isn't that against the regulations? May on duty. The world has changed so much, it's hard to keep track of everything.
Nothing can stop me.
I suppose so. Just keep that hammer to yourself. Uh-oh, you made him angry.
Feels like I have the bends. Excuse me for diving in. I love this time of year. I blend right in. This is not a costume.
Alchemy is stronger than magic. Do not take too many chances. We can all survive this night. Our enemies approach. We cannot let them past. You made the right decision. No one said anything about witches. Seems like the doctor has been busy. Prepare yourselves. Another attack will come. Someone shoot the Reaper! The witch needs to die or they will keep coming back. Someone please kill Dr. Junkenstein! Lord of the castle cannot be bothered to protect it himself. I see. That monster needs to be taken down. I will keep you healed. Restoring your health. You're covered. Go. I'll keep you healed. Those dragons, is that alchemy or magic? Do not be too overconfident. The enemy's numbers are great. Keep your guard up. Well struck, Archer. Enemy turret here. Do not let up until the last enemy has fallen. My potions should be able to see us through the night. Alchemical boost administered. You are empowered. Attack! Dr. Junkenstein has more than one monster to fight us. Junkenstein's creations can explode. Do not let them near the door. It should not be long now. The end is near. We do not have time to waste. Attack now. My alchemical boost is ready. Go, and I will give it to you. I am ready to give you an alchemical boost. Alchemical boost is charging. Alchemical boost is almost ready. My thanks. I need help. Come over here for healing. Come here to get healed. Very well. Warihum Awidik. What could have inspired this madness? The Reaper walks among us. The doctor has decided to make an appearance. It's Junkenstein's monster. Sleep. Good night. I'm on fire. Keep out of my way. Sniper, be careful. Dr. Junkenstein's creations are swarming the castle. Our enemies are advancing. The dead rise again. I could leave you to die if you prefer. You do not trust my alchemy, do you? We must stop these abominations created in the name of science. Alchemy is a science. Her magic is something darker. Indeed, and much of it unhappy. If we survive the night, this should be our last battle. Why fight for this, Lord? You have never cared much for the nobility. I once met a man who could summon a dragon as you do. What reason brings you to travel so far from home? I will get us home safe, as I always do. This is not our first battle together, and not the last, unless he does something foolish. Just as it has always been, you attract strange companions. Science is a tool and a method. The hand that wields it decides its course. Are you scared? Italimi min al-alam. Their numbers seem endless. Wisdom comes through in the end. The witch will trouble us no longer. The Reaper is dead. Here, take a healing potion. Get them off the door. The door is taking a lot of damage. The door is holding, but it cannot take too much of this. They have almost gotten through. I see them. Those Somnics are Dr. Junkenstein's creations. Destroy them. Burn! Let us hope we have the strength to see it through. Do you think that was the last of them?
My spell is still upon you.
The door is not going to hold! Attack!
5 charges remaining. 4 charges remaining. 3 charges remaining. 2 charges remaining. 1 charge remaining. 10 charges remaining.
They are going to take down the door! Stop them!
Early bird gets the worm. I'm on fire! Usually that would not be a good thing. And they said I was the mad one. Ladies and gentlemen, my latest creation! That must have been a real shock. Damn it. Useless, he called my inventions. Not so useless now. You're not laughing now, are you? I must return to my lab. But don't worry, I will return. Get ready for a shock. Life, do you hear me? Give my creation life!
They are on the right. Watch the right. They are coming right down the center. They are coming over the bridge. Watch the left side. They are attacking over the ramparts. They are destroying the door. We must stop them. Hold the door. The door is under attack.
I am unstoppable. There is nothing that will stand in my way. I am on fire. 9 charges remaining. 8 charges remaining. 7 charges remaining. 6 charges remaining. My teleporter is online. What a frightening thought. Tire destroyed.
Fire! Not good! Electrifying! He's alive! He's alive! I gotta get me one of those. Ah, I would kill for some boba. Milk tea, half sweet. What say we forget about all this and go to the beach instead? Any takers? Anyone? No? I hate to break this to everyone, but if we're here to blow up the bots, someone's beaten us to it. I'm unstoppable! There's no one to stop me now! Now you'll appreciate my genius! Tire blew up. Go forth, my monster! Kill them all! Do not worry, our fun has only just begun! Go, my Somnics! And to think, they laughed at me. They called me a fool. Now who's the fool? I'll show them. I'll show you all. You will all regret the day you laughed at Dr. Jameson Junkenstein. Do you like my creations? Happy Halloween! You've chosen the wrong side, friends.
The Reaper is here. Rest in peace. It must have been the costume. I will get my revenge. That's much better. I'm on fire. Better stay out of my way. I'm in the zone. This is not the end. I will return. I will reap your soul.
Maybe in another life. My aim is still true. Destroy them before they get any closer. Our enemies fall. The enemy is within my sights. The Witch of the Wilds. Kill Dr. Junkenstein and this fight will be over. Up on the balcony, it's Dr. Junkenstein himself. The Reaper is here. It's Junkenstein's monster. Steel yourselves. Put an end to the Reaper. Dr. Junkenstein still hounds us. We must slay the monster or it will kill us all. The witch must be destroyed. The castle still stands. The battle continues. It's about time for us to earn our keep. Not good. As though the numbers weren't already against us. Hold fast. Success depends on us. I don't stay in one place for too long. Came from a town called Bloomington, Indiana. What drives a man to such madness? Surely Dr. Junkenstein must be running out of his machines. The Reaper is a fearsome foe. He may still get the better of us. A soldier, an alchemist, an archer, and an oddity. A motley group we have assembled here. It's time to finish this fight, old friend. I dropped a healing well. We are overrun! Watch the Zomniks. They will hurl themselves against the door to destroy it. Watch for the Zombardiers. They have some power. The castle has not yet fallen. Victory is still within our grasp. The doors are not what I am concerned about. Do not let them pass. Get them off the door. Watch our right flank. The castle is under attack. The door has been damaged. The castle is under attack. The worst kind there is. A wicked man. At last, the Reaper's curse is lifted. In my younger days, I'd have hardly broken a sweat. But those days are over. Tonight, we're all soldiers. Much better. Damn it! I'm glad you fight on my side. No, I cannot rest until we have justice. Let them come.
I have only just begun. No match for a true warrior. And the beast was slain. The doctor has met his maker. Can you truly kill a witch? The witches raised them from the dead. It is true, but today we share a common foe, the Reaper.
Did that sting? I'm the queen bee, taking flight. You better get out of the way. I am unstoppable.
Knock, knock.
The destruction caused by the Omnics here. It reminds me of home.
I'll heal you over here. Come over here and get healed.
열받네. Tire destroyed.
They will not get past us. Watch each other's backs, and we will live to see the morning. Their numbers seem endless. Prepare for another attack. They're coming from the right. They are attacking down the center. Enemies on the bridge. They're coming across the bridge. They're coming from the left. There, over the ramparts. The enemy is attacking from the left. They are destroying the door. They've almost broken open the doors. The door will not hold much longer. The castle is under siege. Everyone still alive? What was that thing? There's a man like me fighting in every war. They've reached the door. Maybe so. Or maybe they're not as different as you'd think. Watch the right side. Well struck. With one eye, you're still a better shot than I am with two. Our enemies approach. It seems our enemies are not slain so easily. Our enemies are brought back from the dead. I have destroyed the shock tire. Tire destroyed. You have to believe in something. May as well be the thing that keeps you alive.
Remember me? You hear me, baby? Hold together. All systems buzzing. Weapon systems are buzzing. Bzzz. Happy Halloween. Was there a party I didn't get invited to? Huh.
Going fishing. I am unstoppable. Come over here. I will return. Cook 'em. Come closer. Tire's destroyed. Want some candy? They called me a monster, so I'll be a monster.
The tire is no more. I feel unstoppable. I feel greatly empowered. A momentary setback. Come here for healing. The path to healing leads here. Come to me for healing. Trick or treat. I welcome adversity.
A dark presence coalesced in their midst. The Doctor's creation had been twisted into a monster bent on destroying everything in its path. For the moment, the night was still, but it would not last. The four heroes gathered themselves, knowing that the battle was far from over. The defenders had held the Doctor's creations back, but they knew with a certainty it was not the last. And the monster fell just as his creator. Exhausted, battered, bruised, the four heroes entered the castle to receive their rewards. The Reaper fell. The enchanted pumpkin where his head ought to have been smashed against the flagstones. The night was quiet, and the castle was safe. With one last laugh, Dr. Junkenstein fell from the balcony to the flagstones below. And as the last of his laughter echoed from the walls of the castle, the battle was over, and the castle had been saved. The defenders were victorious, and Dr. Junkenstein's reign of terror was at an end. Another of the Doctor's failures, the Zombardiers, were mindless slaves that attacked anything in their way. Dr. Junkenstein's Zomnics hurled themselves against the doors of the castle. And as the witch fell, her magic had no more power. Dr. Junkenstein's creations fell lifeless to the earth. And as morning dawned, The castle was safe. The castle's doors still held, but they had been weakened. The door held for now, but the attacks continued. The constant attack had taken its toll upon the doors. The objective is being destroyed. The archer's aim was peerless, his hand a blur as his arrows flew, filling the night sky with their whispered song. The soldier was unrelenting, and his enemies fell before him. The alchemist's aim was unerring, her attacks exacting a heavy toll on the doctor's creations. The enemies swarmed towards the castle. The soldier waited for a moment of tactical advantage to unleash his attack. The gunslinger knew that the time was coming. The archer could feel the wolf raging within him, howling to be unleashed. Oh! The doctor had created an electric tire that bore down upon the castle doors. The doctor's shock tire rolled toward the door, but the defenders made quick work of it. The gunslinger moved his finger over the trigger of his revolver. With a blur of his hand, shots rang out, each finding their mark. But the gunslinger sensed it was not yet time, and eased back. The archer unleashed a mighty battle cry, and summoned a massive two-headed dragon that devoured all before it. The archer unleashed a mighty battle cry, and summoned two massive wolves that devoured all before them. The alchemist's potion struck her ally. As it broke against him, his skin turned to iron, and strength flowed through him. The alchemist empowered her ally. Ah, if only she had a gallant, powerful knight fighting at her side! A waste of her alchemy, she thought privately. The gunslinger trained his sights upon his foes. The soldier squinted and took aim, each of his blows falling with impossible precision. The alchemist's potion empowered her ally. The alchemist had readied her ultimate potion, waiting for the moment to use it. The archer could feel the dragon raging within him, howling to be unleashed. A looming shadow appeared. Junkenstein's monster had come. Their enemies swarmed the castle walls, and the four heroes seemed powerless to stop them. The battle raged out of control, and the defenders were overrun. The heroes were in disarray as the doctor's creations swarmed the castle and pounded at the doors. The gunslinger extended his arm, and in a flash, his foe was stunned. Once again, the alchemist's healing proved decisive. But her ally quickly woke it. The heroes fought valiantly, but they could not stop Dr. Junkenstein and his creations. The castle fell, the defenders were slain, and Junkenstein had his revenge. The Zomniks crashed against the doors, but for now, they still stood. Boom! Boom! The Zomniks crashed against the door, their bodies exploding as the old wood splintered and shuddered. The archer saw through the eyes of the wolf, sensing the presence of unseen enemies. Soon the doctor's minions would flood into the castle, with the defenders helpless to stop them. For all the heroes' efforts, the doors seemed soon to be destroyed. With that blow, the defenders moved closer to victory. The doctor's creation swarmed over the fallen hero, having claimed their first kill. The alchemist struck first, employing a potion that burned the doctor's creation from within. The gunslinger struck the first blow, and soon the air was filled with the acrid smell of gunpowder. Without hesitation, the soldier waded into the fray. The defenders fought desperately, for the doors would not hold much longer. The archer saw through the eyes of the dragon, sensing the presence of unseen enemies. Despite his age, the soldier moved with a speed unmatched by the archer or the gunslinger, both 2 decades his junior. Amongst her many weapons, the alchemist possessed a sleeping powder. The lord of the castle has summoned heroes to help defend him against the mad Dr. Junkenstein. The end. Dr. Junkenstein vowed to destroy the castle and kill all those who had mocked him and his creations. Listen to my tale. I swear that it's true of a mad doctor, his monster, and his thirst for revenge. Dr. Junkenstein laughed as his minions arose, for tonight was the night he would have his revenge. Dr. Junkenstein squealed with delight as his minions arose, for tonight was the night of... Dr. Junkenstein squealed with delight as his minions arose, for tonight was the night of Junkenstein's revenge. Though they may have been suspicious of the alchemist's techniques, the other heroes were grateful for her healing potions. The alchemist's timely intervention saved her ally's life. The alchemist's healing brought her ally back from the brink of death. The defender would have fallen if not for the alchemist's healing. The alchemist threw her sleeping powder, and miraculously, the Reaper fell. The alchemist unleashed her sleeping powder, and with a crash, the monster fell. The alchemist's sleeping powder put the witch in a stupor. The alchemist struck Dr. Junkenstein with her sleeping powder, and, for the moment, he fell silent. Without a word, the archer loosed an arrow and claimed the first kill of the night. Mighty blows were struck, and the doctor's creations fell like leaves in the forest. The alchemist was the first to strike as the battle began. The archer was the first to strike, the first of many. Dr. Junkenstein blanketed the area with his bombs, and the archer was caught in the conflagration. By then, the doctor had gone mad, driving his creations forward, consumed with his need for revenge. Dr. Junkenstein lobbed his bombs at the castle, the explosions a percussive accompaniment to the sound of his laughter. Junkenstein howled with laughter as his bombs found their marks. It pained the soldier and the alchemist to see the Reaper, once their ally. He had been cursed, turned into a creature of remorseless hate. For a fleeting moment, the soldier felt a pang of sympathy for the monster. Owing more to luck than skill, Dr. Junkenstein overwhelmed the gunslinger. The gunslinger smiled. A worthy opponent had shown itself at last. But for the exhausted and wounded heroes, the battle was not yet over. In the midst of the battle, Junkenstein's most powerful ally appeared. Dr. Junkenstein had made a bargain with the witch, and she was not ready to release him. With one magic incantation, the witch brought Junkenstein and his creations back to life. The witch's magic made Junkenstein's creation more powerful than ever. The creature's body crackled with unholy might. The witch had returned the fallen from beyond the grave. Unknown to the heroes, Dr. Junkenstein had other allies. The alchemist fell as one of the doctor's bombs exploded at her feet. Dr. Junkenstein roared with laughter as he watched the soldier succumb to one of his bombs.
The enemy approaches. The doctor's creations are upon us. Strength does not come from physical capability. It comes from an indomitable will. When the battle is won, we should all drink together. An old man, an alchemist, and a one-armed gunslinger against the doctor's horde. Here I was afraid this would be an easy fight. I am unstoppable! Kill the Somnics before they destroy themselves against the doors! The zombardiers will kill us from afar if we do not deal with them swiftly. The castle still stands. We have almost won the battle. Up there, Dr. Junkenstein himself. It's the witch. The Reaper is upon us. We must bring the monster down. The doctor still lives. Knock him from his perch. Focus on the Reaper before he kills us all. The witch must be slain. My allies depend on me. I must rejoin the fight, or all will be lost. I cannot be stopped. What is that thing? The witch has raised them all from the dead. The tire is destroyed. Inferior creations. Perhaps there is still a future for anachronisms. A village high atop a hill. There are cherry blossoms in the spring. I miss it dearly. Let them come. I could always use the practice. We drink when the job is done. Indeed, we have our own version. Ishikawa Goemon. He was boiled alive. He strikes me as a man who had too many free hours to invest in his pursuits. To be tested. And to fail. Do you think the doors will hold? What sort of monster do you think the Reaper is? You say you do science. The good Dr. Junkenstein would profess the same. If he breaks his word, he has made some powerful enemies. What difference is there between the witch's magic and your alchemy? Impossible! Only my clan possesses the skill. My brother could, but he is dead. I was banished from my home for taking my brother's life. I can never return. I sense that you and the soldier have history together. There are too many of them. We must thin their numbers. My people would call you a Ronin, a masterless samurai. The doctor's creations fall like rain. Dr. Junkenstein is dead. Your torment is ended. The monster falls. Your magic could not save you. On the right! Our enemies approach from the right! The attack is coming from the right! Getting tired, gunslinger? They are coming straight for us! On the left! They attack from the left! They attack over the ramparts! They are attacking the door! They have reached the door! The door is heavily damaged. They are bringing the doors down! The castle is almost breached. Defend the doors! The doors are coming down. Reinforce them at once. They are advancing over the bridge. My bow is at your service.
For Balderich! Smashing! Out of the night, the Reaper returned. The shadows took shape and coalesced into the form of the Reaper. The soldier recovered from his wounds quickly. The gunslinger returned to the fight, stoically ignoring the pain of his injuries. The archer hauled himself up through sheer force of will, refusing to succumb to his wounds. Once a man, the Reaper betrayed no trace of his former self. Unknown to all, Dr. Junkenstein had succeeded in creating life, a twisted abomination of inhuman strength and wickedness. The alchemist's body went limp as the monster struck her. The soldier crumpled to the ground as the monster easily overpowered him. The gunslinger fell. The monster's strength was too great. The archer could not withstand the monster's attack, and he was struck down. The monster bellowed in delight at the lifeless body before it. Or so it had seemed. As the battle raged, Dr. Junkenstein himself made a grand appearance. Dr. Junkenstein was slain, but his creations continued to fight. The archer drew his arrow and watched it soar through the night sky until it struck Junkenstein. The soldier's strikes found their marks, and Dr. Junkenstein was slain. The alchemist killed Dr. Junkenstein, breathing a sigh of relief.
Your concern touches me. Damn! Do not let up! You are effective, I will give you that. We have staved off death for the moment.
Our tale is about to begin. The archer slew the Reaper, the arrow piercing his dead heart. One of the defenders fell to the Reaper's guns as he turned to search for his next target. The Reaper slew the alchemist with a laugh. With a triumphant cry, the Reaper struck down the soldier. The Reaper slew the archer without a second thought. The gunslinger was no match for the Reaper. His body fell to the ground. The gunslinger's shot found its mark, and the Reaper was destroyed. The Reaper was cursed, bound as a servant to the Witch of the Wilds. To the hero's dismay, the Reaper was not so easily defeated. The alchemist hastily swallowed one of her potions and hurried to rejoin the battle. The soldier struck down the Reaper and hoped that it would be for the last time. The Reaper was destroyed. With a shot from his revolver, the gunslinger dropped the monster, who fell to the ground with an earth-shaking thud. The soldier repeatedly struck the monster, until, finally, it toppled to the ground, lifeless. The alchemist's concoctions coursed through the monster, and its body was destroyed from within. Arrows sprouted from the monster's body as the archer finally brought the creature to its knees. And the monster fell with a ground-shaking impact, its brief but bloody existence at an end. The monster was slain. The alchemist slew the Reaper, feeling a moment of sadness for the man she had once known. With a well-aimed shot, the gunslinger felled Dr. Junkenstein, but the battle still raged. The first attack had been repelled, but the battle had only just begun. The alchemist let out a scream as she fell. The archer was slain, crumpling to the earth. The soldier succumbed to the monster's assault, falling, defeated. The gunslinger's luck had run out. The tide of the battle turned as one of the defenders fell. The hero's defense was not enough, as one of their numbers fell. If only they had a shield to stand behind. As a full moon rose above the town, the 4 defenders gathered. They waited until they heard the sound of the doctor's creations lurching toward them. The gunslinger's revolver claimed the knight's first kill. The gunslinger was unstoppable. With each pull of the trigger, another enemy fell, one after another. Dr. Junkenstein laughed as his minions arose, for tonight was the night of Junkenstein's revenge.
I choose you, Spirit Wolf. We shall leave the ground littered with their dead. Half man, half machine. Completely a monster. Their numbers are great. I fear I may run out of arrows before they are all slain.
The doctor's shock tire exploded against the door, but for now, the oak held strong.